So my first day of teaching was very nerve-wracking. I feel like I just did not know what to expect at all when I walked into that classroom. I mean, I got in there and just did my lesson, did what I had planned, like many hours for, but it definitely was way more challenging than I thought it would be. I taught last summer as well, so I was like, oh, like maybe it'll be like a similar experience, like I didn't think that was like, too challenging, but stepping into this classroom, I'm like, whoa, like, it kind of just reaffirmed that like I have so much to learn, and I know that I just need to learn more because I want to be a great teacher for the kids that I have, because they deserve that. I love all the staff at my school. I think they're very amazing. I learned so much from them. And if I needed help at any point, they would be like, yes, of course. Like, let me know and I'll give you like 4, 5, 6 different options that you can try out just to see what works best. The relationships that you form with the people that you're working with, that's kind of what motivates you when things get really hard in the classroom.
So this was my first week in the classroom teaching with my students. But overall, they've been really great. I went in there on Monday and I was super nervous because, like I said, I didn't really know what to expect. And but the kids are great. They're so awesome. I mean, just hearing what they have to say, they're really intelligent. Institute this week has been a lot better. I think I'm starting to manage my time a little bit better. So I'm really not up to like 12 or 1 o'clock anymore. I'm usually in bed by 10 o'clock, sleep ready to go for 5 o'clock in the morning the next day. And I have this one student in my class, and he needs a little extra attention when working on our exit tickets. He usually sits in the back. He doesn't really say anything during class. But on Thursday, he was just a completely different person. He came in and he volunteered to read. And that was the most, I was just so happy that he was actually participating in class and that, he was actually showing initiative to want to learn. And so we let him read, and it was really fun.
So my first day was pretty exciting, a bit nerve-wracking, and really hard at times. I actually, at one point, it dawned on me like, oh, these kids are going to need to go to the bathroom. They've been in my class for an hour and a half. They had breakfast. I'm like, I have no idea what to do right now. So I like go seek out my CMA who's in the back of the room, and I'm like, Heather, what do I do? Like, what's the policy on this? And Heather just looks at me and she's like, you're the teacher. And in that moment, I was like, oh my God, Heather, help me. But I realized like, no, I'm the teacher. Like, I'm going to have to be that person because there's going to be no one else. So it was such an awesome but scary wake-up call in the moment. I have to go into each day knowing that like, these kids need me. They need me to be here for them fully, and I need to feel that that's my role. Third day, I had a kid come up to me and say like, Mr. T, I'm so excited to like read the book today, or that's just like in the book. And like, it started to click with me like, wow, like this is super awesome. Like they're understanding what I'm teaching them. We're moving forward together. Institute, yeah, it's like a lot of work. Very little sleep most days. I'm really excited to see what's next.
So my first day as a teacher went extremely well. I was placed at Robinson Elementary as a second grade bilingual teacher. That means that I'm giving all my instruction and curriculum to the students in Spanish. I would say that even though many challenges have arisen, being a bilingual teacher is challenging, but it's twice as rewarding. About my experience so far at the Institute have been that everyone here is very helpful and supportive. I am saying that because of my CMA Yesenia and my FA Ms. Mora. They have really helped me throughout the whole process, and they have given me strategies to help the students prosper. Just this week alone, I've seen the difference it makes when everybody collaborates between one another with my collab and everyone just around here in general, like the staff here and everyone. that's working together to help the students out has definitely impacted how the learning environment takes place. Just in the week, this week, I've noticed that the exit tickets have improved dramatically from having, at first I had my exit tickets percentage at 60s, and now they're hitting 100 every day, and that itself shows how extremely powerful it is to collaborate.
And on Monday, I had my first day of teaching. That was really exciting, and it was really fun. We got to know each other a little bit, and I got to tell a lot about myself. But then as the week progresses, we're going to learn more about the students through their surveys and different activities in the class. But it was a really cool experience to meet the kids. They're not as rowdy as I thought they would be, but they're really cool, and they're anxious to learn something, and they think science is cool. So I learned that I need to really work on my instruction and how I give directions. I understood that I was unclear several times, so I would have to stop students what they're doing because they were doing it incorrectly because I instructed them to do it incorrectly. So it was just interesting to hear myself kind of teach. Yeah, and there was a lot to think about. So even though it was the end of class and then they were all running to their next one of the girls had stopped and said, this class was really fun, and she is excited to continue to learn about science in my class. And so even though it was a hard day and I learned a lot, there's moments like that where I get to think about the students who truly do enjoy learning, and that gets me excited to teach them and put in the long hours here. I wake up at like 5:30 in the morning, go eat breakfast, go to school site, do all that, all the sessions, come back, and then it's like 5:20, and then I just go like immediately to dinner or to work out, and then from then on I'm just constantly working with hardly a break, which is it's different. I wanted to say it would be fun, but it's not, and I really want to just sit down for like an hour or two. But if I do that, then the copy room will close, and then my kids will suffer for it. So, but now that I can put a face to my students, it makes it that much more meaningful, the work I'm doing. So, yeah. But otherwise, Institute's been great. It's a good community. They're really genuine with the type of people they are. They really express themselves, and it's teaching me more about myself.